All right, so here's your #1 featherweight contender. He got through a murderer's row to set up this shot at the title, and he knows this may not come around again. He's trying to make the most of it here tonight and head back home, the newly minted UFC featherweight champion of the world.
The winning streaks that you have to have in order to get a featherweight championship opportunity is so great that when you get here, you have to make sure you're ready. This young man is ready. He's prepared mentally. He's prepared physically to go out there and try to become a champion. He told us time and time again, I'm the next Max Holloway. Let's see if he can get it done.
It is so hard to get to this spot at 45, 55, 70. He has done it. Now the question beckons, is he good enough to dethrone the champ? All right, so here he is. They call him T-City, short for Triangle City, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega is a great fighter, a guy that has all the ability inside the octagon. He started as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, but you have seen the evolution of Brian Ortega as his career has continued to go on, has continued to proceed. Brian Ortega is getting better and better and better. He has now found himself staring across the octagon of some of the best fighters the division has ever seen, and he will continue to do that as long as he keeps developing the skills that are necessary.
And sometimes it's hard to become a champion without having tasted defeat. A lot of people believe the Max Holloway fight for Ortega will be something he can build upon moving forward. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Brian T-City Ortega!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here we go, early portions of this round with Brian T-City Ortega, and it would seem to me, Daniel, path of least resistance, take this fight to the ground and find a choke. But if you talk to Brian Ortega, not unlike a lot of our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, this man has fallen in love with his hands. He wants to strike tonight. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, Superman punch is good. You can tell he's been working on that. Kick to the body now. That one won't land.
He threw that one all over his power.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Oh, nice counter to land the left hook there.
This dude can kick.
No surprise to see the early takedown attempt and succession out. Ortega's got his head looking for a guillotine. That guillotine is tight. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, feet on the hips here.
Oh, right into mount.
Excellent ground and pound here by Dvalishvili. All right, so he can't get it here again. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground.
Gotta be careful here.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. Because wrestling...
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end. Oh, he's out. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Dvalishvili. Oh, big shots from the top. Another ground and pound strike lands.
In the half guard.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
We may get a finish here with this Von Flue choke, but now he's got to tee up. He's got to get his body off to the side.
You got to be kidding me. How good is his submission?
This dude is constantly dodging bullets, Shane.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Round two straight ahead.
Stop!
Just go out there and do the exact same thing again. You almost had that submission, okay? Take him down.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. You see him raise his hands seemingly in victory. When it comes to the submissions, man, he went for it all night.
He went for him all night. Every chance he got, he attacked the neck. He attacked the arm. He attacked the legs. Whatever submission was presented, he attacked it with the intent to finish the fight. I thought he did a great job of just being offensive in every single position.
Round two is underway. Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And that relationship between Brian Ortega and James Lurson is as strong as a coach-fighter relationship as we have in MMA. Nice job in the boxing realm by Ortega here tonight. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, you're so strong in positions. He does such a great job of finding submission.
Ortega's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Nice.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Dvalishvili's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Another ground and pound strike lands.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
Dvalishvili's in half guard now.
Nice defense.
All right, close guard now.
He's gonna attack armbar here. Look at that, it's tight. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dvalishvili. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Kobe Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Ortega's eye is starting to swell shut. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, he got out again.
He did it again. This guy's a magician. He just keeps on escaping.
Well, Working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili. 2 rounds in the books.
Okay, that round is in the history books, man. That was gone. There's nothing you can do about that round. But we can change this next round. We have no choice. Okay? We're gonna stick to it.
All right, so there's the final horn marking the end of the fight, and you got to think he's going to get the nod just based upon the offensive submission prowess.
I mean, he attacked submissions every opportunity he got. So constantly had his opponent under duress, constantly had him under attack. And I believe even if you're on your back, if you're throwing up that many submissions, you should get the victory.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Oh, caught him with a head kick. That at least partially.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, great submission defense. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Just like this. Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight. Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Ortega's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Now he's going full mount.
Dvalishvili's in half guard. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Dvalishvili's trying for a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. He's having his way with him here. About 2 minutes here to go in round 3. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Ortega's right back to the full mount. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Takes his back now. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Ortega's in half guard. Final seconds of round 3. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be called. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Okay, man. Settle down. Listen, you are taking way too much damage to the body, man. All right? Remember how we trained for this. When you're not protected.
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a
Ready,
very
fight.
educated crowd.
Ready.
They appreciate high-level grappling. And they are getting that tonight in this.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Straight right is there. Half man, half machine. Another takedown for the Georgian, Merab Dvalishvili. All right, so he's setting up for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili.
Great defense by this fighter.
Dvalishvili's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big, explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Ortega's body getting bruised up on that right side now. Don't want to take too many more shots to that midsection. All right, close guard now. Rubber guard form now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighters?
Nice guillotine attempt here.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
He's up. What submission defense on display?
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He's not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
And now he's got the back. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Dvalishvili's right back to the full mount here. 20 seconds left. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not sure Dvalishvili's going for a choke. Ooh, that looks pretty tight.
He needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight to his opponent.
All right, that is it for that round. Ortega's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. Right there, his opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh, huge left.
Oh, beautiful level change. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. All right, feet on the hips here. Relentless pressure from the top by Dvalishvili.
That was nice.
Dvalishvili's back in full guard now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, going for a submission. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fight. All right, so he gets back to the feet. That was seemingly the only way he could win this fight. Down the stretch we come.
Down the stretch, but
Great
shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he has to try to find that shot again.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Dvalishvili's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Oh, he locks up the triangle now, DC. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
Oh, it looks like the end of the fight. It looks like this one is about done. This guy is a triangle expert. He got it set up. He jumped on it so quick, and now he's just going from step to step, trying to get the finish. It's about to be over.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by T-City, Brian Ortega. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
So how about it? We got a new UFC featherweight champion, and you weren't even looking at your phone. You saw the whole thing.
I saw the whole